guys, Sal here. So the Huawei Mate 30 Pro will come with a waterfall display where the screen bends all the way to the back and the sides. And ever since we were wondering how and where are they going to include the volume buttons, since there's very little space left at the sides to put those buttons. Well, now we know how they're going to deal with that, and it's by getting rid of the physical buttons altogether. That's right, the Mate 30 Pro will not have physical volume buttons. Instead, they'll go for a sliding touch bar. You see, in the leaked pictures of the Mate 30 Pro, there's a big cutout at the side where you can see a red colored button. It's a power button, but above that there's a big empty space and there are no physical keys found up there whatsoever. So Huawei is utilizing that area by installing sensors for volume rocker, where you can just slide your fingers up and down to raise or lower the volume. Pretty neat, I would say. This opens up gates for many new things in the future. Huawei is toying with the idea of unibody design, where there is no frame in the middle and the front and back glass melts together for a unibody design. But that's for the future. For now, the Mate 30 Pro will ditch physical volume buttons for a touch-sensitive sliding mechanism. We've talked about the Mate 30 Pro for quite a while now, but let's not forget that it has a younger brother as well who's a camera shy, because we haven't seen it getting leaked yet, nor we have any idea how it's gonna look like. But that's changing today, because for the first time, the Mate 30 is posing for the camera. Well, at least its display assembly. As you can see, this comes with a notch which is smaller than the Mate 30 Pros but bigger than last year's Mate 20. This time there are more sensors in that notch. Not really sure what are those, but people are saying that it's for the 3D face scanner. I'm not sure about that because the Mate 30 Pro also has 3D face scanner, but the notch is wider, so I don't know how they're gonna crank up all of those sensors in that small space. Maybe the face scanner on the Mate 30 isn't as secure as the one on the Mate 30 Pro. We'll know soon enough. But looking at the other aspect of the display, the bezels are extremely thin and the sides are flat. So if waterfall display isn't your cup of tea, then the Mate 30 will be a better option for you, I guess. So the trade war between the US and China is taking an ugly turn. President Trump has ordered American companies to, and I quote, immediately start looking for an alternative to China, including bringing your companies home and making your products in the United States of America. This comes after China hiked tariffs on $75 billion of US products. The shares of all big American companies, including Apple's, are down. Unfortunately, Apple and Huawei are the two big smartphone companies caught in between this trade war, and they can't do anything about it. This is much worse for Huawei because their future is in the hands of Trump, and if the trade issues get worse than what they're right now, then Huawei might have to look for alternatives, which they're already doing, but it's gonna put them out of the competition for a few years at least. Anyway, if you want to keep updated with all the Mate 30 Pro coverage, then please consider subscribing, and as always, I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace out.